Okay, hello and welcome everyone to another AMA here at Phoenix Holdings. This is once again your host CH, and as mentioned, we're going to be having yet another exciting AMA with Sector Protocol. And just to mention, guys, the entire Sector Protocol team, I would assume, is here with us in this AMA, and that's just really amazing to have. It shows the seriousness of the team itself in terms of like handling these kind of AMAs. So guys, amazing to have all of you here.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Thank you for having
us.
Yeah, definitely. And I guess to quickly just start off, can you first start by introducing yourself to us? Maybe give a little bit of background about your history in crypto and stuff before we get into the project itself.
Yeah, we can do that. Would you like to see our team website because we are all doxed? Or would you like to see webcams on because we are all transparent, so we can put on webcams on also?
Oh, definitely. I mean, with whichever you're more comfortable with, but I'm really sure that our listeners would appreciate more if you can see it, all you guys through the video. But it's all up to you guys.
Okay, wait.
No pressure though.
I will put the website on here so you can see the whole team. Hi, this is me. This is Tino. Also, the webcam is on. So
video doms, man. That's what we're
yeah, of
see.
course. Excuse me. Yeah, we are all. Look, there's our CEO, Maz.
Hey, man, it's looking amazing on camera, guys.
Okay, well, I also shared my screen. So next to the fact that we are all on the webcam, we have a quick overview on the screen sharing. Sorry. Like we said, we are all doxed, so we don't have any secrets within Sector Protocol. And I think we can go have a look at the website, and everyone can fill us in one by one. So on the left side of the screen, we have our CEO and developer, Mr. Maz.
Hey, what's up, fam? One thing that I'm excited for, because you guys are the first AMA proper group that we're going to be starting off our market push. So it's good to start off in a good chat, man.
Do you want to say something more, Maz?
Yeah, perhaps tell us a bit of about yourself, maybe some history about your crypto background, your ventures and stuff.
Oh, definitely, I've got a lot of ventures. Yeah, so my name is Murray, but I go by Muzz. I am the CEO, founder, and developer of Protocol. A little bit of my background is I've spaced for the past.
I think your audio is kind of faulty, or is it just me?
You are cutting out, bro.
Am I cutting
Yeah,
out? Sorry,
you're-
my internet's
Yeah.
terrible.
That's all
I'm in a different country right now, so I'm on a business trip, so my internet's real bad. I started my crypto journey I'd say in the developing space 6 months ago. Yeah. So I started developing around 6 months ago within the space that is, and I've been in crypto for about 3 years now. We ran a project prior to Protocol. We launched it. We migrated from that protocol to this protocol, and now we're here doing some marketing pushes. So yeah, good to be here, man, and I appreciate you guys' time.
All right, thank you, Maz. Let's go to the next one because I see our CEO is excited to tell something about himself. So I would say, Misha, kick off, bro.
Thank you all for having us here. First of all, I'm Michel de Pruisenare. I'm from the Netherlands. I'm the CEO and co-founder of the project. I met Mas around a year, somewhat over a year back now, something like that. So we go back some time already. Yeah, we were together in a project, which was a high potential project, in my opinion. But they rather rocked, as many projects do. And we were kind of fed up with this. So we started talking in DMs because we already seen each other also at other projects, and we decided to make a change within the space, and that's how Sector got developed, or actually Exonova at first, but we are migrating, like Mas said earlier. So now to Sector, and we came a long way since then. We expanded the team quite some bit with good people who will introduce themselves also after me. And yeah, I think we have great vision of cleaning up space and also giving back to the world. So yeah, a lot for everybody. Thank you.
Well, I would introduce the rest for now. We also have Philip Cunningham. He is also a co-founder of Sector. At the moment, he's quite busy because he's in the Navy. So yeah, sometimes he can be here. So he's a little bit more at the background at the moment. We also got Maria, our secretary. She's always in the background doing a lot of stuff, but mainly she is on the background, so not at the front. And then I've got myself. I'm Tino. I'm the president of Sector Protocol. I started a couple of years ago within crypto, got rocked a couple times, of course. Who doesn't if you start off? And after a while, we started Buzz and me. Buzz is my best friend, of course. And he's also from the Netherlands, like Tim. He's also in the team. He's also a friend of mine, also from the Netherlands. And our CEO is also from the Netherlands. So it's quite a Dutch team. And we have Mas, of course, from New Zealand. I started as a mod within the V1. And yeah, after that, I had this feeling we could do more for the team. And yeah, they invited me over to see what I can bring into the team. And I'm literally everywhere, pushing all the numbers, pushing everyone to be the best. And that's why they called me the president. Next to me on the page, we have head of graphic design. It's Dr. Sector. I think he's in here, but I'm not quite sure. He's doing everything for us, like images, videos, GIFs. Well, everything that needs to be done within the graphic side. Then we have our head of technology. That's Tim. And I think Tim is in here. Are you here, brother?
Yeah, I'm in here. On my phone, though.
Okay. Can you introduce yourself a little bit for the Phoenix group?
Yeah, of course. My name is Tim Vreken, also from the Netherlands, as Tino mentioned. I have experience in, I'm an IT. So I have experience in all data mining and collecting every data we need for our financials and everything. And keep an eye on the books. So we keep everything in line. Also, I'm the one who's doing the giveaways live, game shows in the future. So yeah, this is my job.
All right, thank you, Tim. And last but not least, it's our head of guerrilla marketing. It's Bas. He's my best friend also. So he's also on the cam. So I would say introduce yourself, brother.
Yeah, well, thank you for having us. My name is Bas Matthijssen. I'm the head of guerrilla marketing. I will basically keep an eye on everything as well. I also have a background of IT, checking as well what the website is doing. Everything is matching. But besides that, soon we're also going to start with the shilling contest as well. I will promote it. I will take a lead on it. About my crypto journey. Basically, I started together with the president a few years ago. And of course, a few rug pulls. And basically the complete same journey. Yeah, what can I say?
Okay, guys. I mean, you've got quite the team here there, and what I really like about this is like you seem more like, I mean, you're not like kind of business partner. It's more like you're kind of friends and stuff. You seem to know and quite comfortable with each other a lot, and that's not something we usually see in this space. And I mean, I think personally that's how the project actually made. It's done out of like the camaraderie, friendship, and stuff. not just as like a chore of work. So yeah, quite a solid team you got there and the foundation and all. And okay, I guess we can dive. Oh, is anyone about to say something?
No, I don't
Okay.
think so. But maybe the president has to mute his mic when he's not talking because there's some rattling noise on the background. Maybe you're
Oh
hearing
well,
that.
it was muted, but I don't know what happened. So,
Oh,
what I would like to say is because, like you mentioned, we are a family, and we always say we are Sector Protocol. So it's not like we are the team, we are Sector Protocol. So I want to start off with a little intro movie or intro video, and I think then we can kick off and see what we're gonna bring to the table.
okay, let's get it. Just show. Yeah, we can see your screen, and yeah, I think that's a good way to introduce your project. So go to that.
Well. That's quite an intro, right?
Like, wow. So whoever did that definitely did his time trying to do the intro and stuff. And it's definitely something else. Well done with that one.
Yes, thank you very much. Well, it's our head of graphic design, of course. So that's the man. So I will share something on the screen. I will come back to it while we're in the story about Sector Protocol. I think I will start off, Mas, if you like, or would you like to start off?
You can start off definitely. And I'm just trying to find that.
All right. Well, I think it's time to introduce Sector Protocol itself. What is Sector Protocol? What is our vision? First of all, like we all mentioned, the whole team, everyone in here has been in a rug pool or a scam, a soft rug, or whatever scam artist you want to call it. And it always starts within a launch pad or within a Telegram conversation, whatever. And that's why we made our vision. Let's clean up the BSC space. And cleaning up the BSC space will start, of course, with launching a project. Next to that, there's also one thing I would love to mention. And I always start off with a question, and that's like this. If you, as an investor, gonna buy a token or swap a token, stake a token, buy an NFT, sell an NFT, mint an NFT, or whatever you want to do, you always need to connect your wallet at like 3, 4, 5 places. Imagine this, you buy a new project, you connect your wallet. You will receive your tokens while you claim it. You connect your wallet, of course, again. You would like to stake them, you need to connect your wallet somewhere else. You want to farm them with a liquidity pool, again, you need to connect it. Is this project gonna launch an NFT marketplace? Or are they gonna launch an NFT line where you can buy or sell NFTs? Guess what? You need to connect it once again. So what we are doing is creating a one-stop shop where you can swap tokens, buy in on our launchpad. You can stake tokens. You can LP farm your tokens. You can buy an NFT or sell an NFT on our marketplace. We can mint NFTs on the marketplace. So it's basically one application or one D app where you can do everything you would love to do. So instead of connecting your wallet everywhere, you just connect it with Sector and you can go ahead. Also, next to cleaning up the space within projects, swapping, LP farming, NFT collections, whatever, we also have a very, very big partnership with Tree Nation. So it's also a way of cleaning up the space, but then in the real world. What we already did is planted over 5,000 trees in Madagascar. And I think I'm able to show them. So excuse me, that's to be done while I'm talking. But let me pick it up real quick out of our chat so I can go to the direct link for you guys. If you have 1 second for me. Yes, sir. Let me open it up. What you guys can see here is also cleaning up the space. It's cleaning up the space within reforestation, crypto empowered. So we already planted 5,440 trees with Sector Protocol. We're going to do a lot more. And all the revenue flows within Sector, if it is buying, swapping, staking, you pay tax, of course, for a wallet-to-wallet transfer. If you buy an NFT, etc., there is always a little bit of tax where we will plant more trees to reforestate the world. We did it in Madagascar mainly, so that's really nice. Everyone can go there and check it out, and that's what we definitely gonna do in the future. But for now, we just funding to plant more and more and more and more trees in Madagascar. So that's a little intro of what Sector Protocol is. I think Musk can take it from here. I will open the utility card for you so you can walk through it, do a walk and talk with everybody, and I will shut my mouth and seal my lips for you, brother.
Cheers, man. Yeah, appreciate it. Cheers for introducing us, man. So yeah, that's pretty much in a nutshell, really. Trying to build that one-stop shop that almost every level of experience use. If you're the average Joe just starting out and you want to build a platform or a platform that you can operate through, even if you're to the experienced traders, the experienced people within the space, this could be a platform. So what we're trying to do is take away the layer of complexity, and yeah, just fully get a platform that everyone can, no matter what the experience. So yeah, that's pretty much in a nutshell. Because everyone knows that the BSC space is, renowned as the wild west of crypto, right? Like there's scams, there's rug pulls, there's all you can think of. The BSC space has it in terms of scamming, scamming types of ways. But yeah, that's what we're trying to build, especially on the part where we want to try and give multifarious security to the people by the people. Because at the end of the day, we hold out all our titles like CEO, COO, president, head of this, head of that. But at the end of the day, we're normal people, we're family men. We're average people, and we're just trying to give back to those who are trying to start off or well experienced within the space. So that's pretty much us. Just to speak on that, I would say the cleaning up the environment as well. Yes, that partnership that we took with Tree Nation, we are now finalizing a legal partnership with them to help not so much us. It's to help us in a way, but it's also help this non-profit organization mostly, because what we're trying to build is the world's largest crypto-powered reforestation project on the planet. Because I remember in quarter 4, 2021, I think just last year, over 100, or don't quote me, where they were going to promise to try and reach zero of zero in green, exhaust greenhouse gas emissions by switching to renewables or purchasing offsets. So what we thought, we got to the drawing board. We're like, we're not a proof of work protocol. We do not mine. That's one thing. Space. We don't need a solidify or proof of work. So we thought purchasing offsets is probably the thing. So for in your 150 crypto companies, like name like Coin, all those types of big companies, Ethereum, and with Ethereum, the climate board, we've actually took this of these guys are taking because they're next mission by 2025. So we thought, look, a long way away. Something needs to change now. So before even launching our project, we partnered with on fund refund or what is it? There's a charitable organisation. We started purchasing property. So that's pretty much what we wanted to do before we actually even thought about launching. Get the main thing, because there's projects out here that do a play-to-play basis and say we're going to do charitable donations here at this milestone. We're going to do charitable donations here at that milestone. So what we thought, we're like, look, we have the assets for it. We have the funds for it. We have allocated, certain percentages of each things for it. So why not, start now, get our foot through the door and actually get these partnerships underway. And I would say one of the good things about partnering with, this organization, this charitable organization, is that it gives you a lot of eyes, not just from the green environment community. It's actually from big influencers as well. So we've got some big influencers that we're going to be seeing in the next month that are actually, are very interested in this whole concept. They've seen all the legality sides of it, and soon we're going to be giving names on who we're going to be partnering with within the influencer space, and they're going to be jumping in and immersing themselves in what we're actually trying to achieve. So it's good. It's good to see. Oh, I can speak all day, man.
Yeah, I do want to say sorry for everybody who joined later. Mas mentioned before that he's on a business trip and he's having some troubles with the internet connection, I believe. It's a little bit laggy sometimes, but we will try to fill in also, and if there are any questions later down the road, we should answer them, of course. So.
Yeah, so far, how we do the AMAs here, we let the team and the project tell everything about their project, and then right after that, we will open the community questions. So yeah, you can just continue going ahead, and yeah, just keep talking first, and then we can formulate the questions.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to let the questions come now. I know how the AMAs go, of course, but I just wanted to apologize for that. For the signal issue.
Okay, we understand it quite well. Although it's not that ununderstandable. I mean, we still understand what Muz was talking about, and especially we just can understand it, and yeah. But it could be better. But I'm glad Muz still went to the effort that he's still trying to speak. So really appreciate it, guys. And is anyone else gonna explain more about the project?
Are you going for it, Endo, or who's going for it?
About you, bro.
Okay.
You have such a nice, beautiful, clear voice. So.
Thank you very much. All right. Well, of course, we did a little intro in a nutshell, so to say. I will keep the utility sheet open for just a little bit more. So what we're going to do is just walk through it. And also I will introduce some more info about the project itself, like our KYC and audits, our tax, our soft cap, hard cap, the more technical, so to say, numbers. So we run the numbers. Let's call it like this. So first of all, like we already told, sector one-stop shop for everybody and everyone. and in particular, maybe even the newer investors or the investor that's just tired of getting rugged. So what I want to mention, and I'm not going to defame any other launchpad within the space. Of course, we don't do that. But what I can mention is that we also will launch a launchpad. Our launchpad will be more focused on, of course, only launching projects that are fully vetted. So we do KYC, and not only showing your pass for a KYC, we will actually always do complete full-on team meetings with the people from the project, so project owners, team members. That's also why most of the team that are able today to join in this AMA is on cam right now, because that's just a mirror for everything what's going to happen with us once we start our launchpad. To talk about dates, our pre-sale is May 18th, so it's like 3 weeks from here. And I would say 6-7 weeks after launching itself, the project itself, we will launch the launchpad. So we have everything stacked up, quite good. But within this launchpad, like I told you guys, we only do fully vetted projects, only fully audited projects. And there's where you can see on the sheet, I think I need to point that way, is the smart audits. So what our developer Mas made for us and for everyone is a smart audit checker. With that being said, it's a program that can smart audit a full contract, points out eventually red flags or advice points. And with 3 people, there will be full-on checks to discuss this, because it's always within a parameter. So you can say, I would say yes, and second person would say no. That's simply not possible. So the outcome will always be the same with the same score. And this launchpad will also have more of a social media feeling. And what I mean with that is, what you mainly see with launchpad is just a launchpad, and you have a list of projects is going to launch. We also will implement a feed, so like a social feed where projects can promote their product. So once you land on the landing page, you will see like a Twitter feed, with that being said, where you can see all projects telling something more about themselves. Like from off today, we have this, from off today, we can do that. Our pre-sale is ready to fill. You can fill it in yourself, of course. So that's also a unique way of presenting a launchpad. And the most bullish part is our NFT line within our launchpad. We will have a NFT line of 2,500 NFTs. And this NFT will bring you a golden ticket to get whitelisted on every pre-sale we will host on our launchpad. So imagine this with me together. You go to Pink Sale or DX Sale, doesn't matter, to a big launchpad that is currently big, of course. You just log in, you connect your wallet, and the system itself, so like DX Sale or Pink Sale or Jampad or whatever, they recognize you are an NFT holder. What means you will get the golden ticket to always be whitelisted on every pre-sale. So you buy an NFT, and you will always be whitelisted. That means you don't have to go through sweep widgets anymore, win a spot anymore. On the other hand, if you as a project will launch with Sector Launchpad, you will have 2,500 potential investors without doing any marketing, without doing anything, just be with us and launch with us. So that's what we think is a golden ticket. Sometimes you call it a Willy Wonka golden ticket within our launchpad. Also, next to the NFTs, what is super bullish, we will have a big partnership tab, like, you know, the tabs on a website, where you can see as an investor where we are partnered with. So it's not only for us, it's also giving back to all partners or future partners. Like imagine this, Phoenix will partner up with us and they have contact with a project they would like to launch with a launch pad. Phoenix send them to us. We do the full vetting, so the KYC, we do the audit, so it's 100% secure. They bring them to us. It's a partnership. It also will work the other way around. So imagine you are a project and you would like to have AMAs with like Phoenix. We will bring the project to Phoenix, so to you guys. And because of they are fully vetted and KYC'd with us and audited, it's always a safe haven, like we call it, to invest in. So that's a little bit of a summary. Well, it's a pretty big summary, but yeah, that's the summary within our launchpad. So we are pretty bullish on this with the whole team, especially in the combination with the NFTs, getting the golden ticket. We think it's fire. So next to the launchpad, the smart audit checker, we will start and we will launch with our D-App ready. So from day on, you are able to LP farm and to stake, of course, within sustainable APYs, because we always keep an eye out for the project and not for the, the quick 300,000 APY scorer. So it's also a pretty big thing within us. And also within all our utilities, we create revenue. So with the swap, there is some small percentage of revenue. Of course, with the launchpad, there will be revenue created. We are able to buy back, of course, not within a pump and dump way, but to always create green lines. So like we always say, create a little bit of FOMO and create a little bit of buy pressure. And all these tokens we can just put back in our staking pool. So the circle will close with that. So it will always be sustainable for a second protocol, of course. I think this is a great summary, so to say, for sector, what we are doing. So one-stop shop where you only have to connect your wallet once to do whatever you like. So the NFT marketplace, staking, launchpad, etc. And the launchpad itself, staking, farming, or a smart audit checker, cleaning up the space. So we reforestate the world because this is also a small percentage in every revenue stream to just keep pushing the numbers in a way of pushing more trees in like Madagascar, where we already did over 5,000 trees. So I think this is a quite good summary, if I say so.
Yeah, that's been an amazing one. You took away a lot of my questions already, so amazing job with that.
Well, that's always what we like to do, right? If you do an AMA, yeah, of course you can ask me anything.
Exactly.
But if I can bring it to you, you don't have to ask me.
Yeah, well explained, and I like the fact, the marketing plan of yours is that cleaning up the space, which is like a double meaning. You wanted to clean up the space from like the rugs and the scams by doing your audits, and also cleaning up the actual space in the real world, which you already did. You just started, your project still hadn't launched yet fully. So yeah, yes. I think that's definitely a great start. Already delivering, despite you're still basically in the beginning phase of the project. So that shows the future of the project.
Yeah. It's always the idea, because like you see in a lot of projects is that they are claiming they will do things for charity or charitable things. But in the end, it's always like waiting till something happens. And we thought, let's do this the other way around, because we have the assets to do it. We have a big marketing plan in front of us, and there's nothing better to show the people that we already delivered. And that's why we already started planting trees, like I think 1 month ago. Correct me if I'm wrong. And we will just continue this, to be honest, because we love the partnership that we already got with Tree Nation. Like Moss told us, we will have a legal partnership probably by this Friday, because then we have a big meeting with them to seal the real deal. Because we are not here to play around, man, and we are here to bring something to the people and create a brighter future for everybody. So also for our children, your next generation, your dog, your cat, the whole world. And we want to get rid of the negative information about crypto being bad for the planet. And yeah, like we all know, the energy usage for Bitcoin mining is huge, like really huge. So if we can start with doing something back to the planet, I think we are on the right way and the right direction. Sorry.
Yeah, 100%.
Definitely.
On all the sustainable stuff as well. Like we've managed to seal a partnership as well with Fi.net, who's going to be helping us on the front for auditing projects through the Sporting. So it's not just in-house and auditing and KYC. We're actually going to be having a third party, which is an active crypto audit company at Fi.net. They're on board. We've partnered with them, and we're sending projects to get better as well. So it's like a big circle of life where we're trying to create a nice little safe space for people to good projects that are launching. So.
It's kind of cutting off, but I kind of got the gist of it. I'm really sorry, but it's all good. We can still understand the gist of it. And okay,
all right, I can summarize it real quick what he told.
Yeah,
because I knew what he told or what he was going to tell. So within our audit system, we also work with an audit company that's Interfi. And they will also have this checkup within our smart audit checker and partner it up. So we will have a round circle, like Mas told us, to create the safe space or the safe haven for like every investor. That's, I think, the right way to summarize it for you.
Wow, Interfi. Yeah, that's definitely a reputable group or company in terms of auditing. So yeah,
man.
Definitely.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And I think, I'm sorry if I'm kind of rushing things because, I wanted to ask the community questions now because I'm seeing a lot of raised hands. So by any chance, you all good now for answering community questions?
Okay, well, let's start off with Indo, our CEO, so he can take the first question and tell the world.
Okay, wait. So can I unmute people to ask questions now?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so for everyone that is here in the AMA, please raise up your hands if you have a question, and if you're not able to ask in the VC, please type it in the main chat. Just a reminder though that we're prioritizing people who ask over the VC. Okay, for the first question, let's get I guess we should get Ronald. Please ask your question, Ronald. Ronald, you're unmuted and allowed to speak, or did you get shy as soon as you got muted? Okay, I think.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you
now. Yeah, now I can hear you.
Hello.
Hello,
Can you hear me?
sir. Go
Yes,
ahead, buddy.
can
you hear me?
Yeah, buddy.
Yes, please ask your question, Ronald.
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh man, Ronald, we can hear you. Please, yeah, you can ask your question, man. Ronald, I think
we'll just,
okay. Yeah, let's just choose another one. Sorry. Okay, Jibenga, you're allowed to speak. Please ask your question, man. Jibenga, you're allowed to speak.
Hello, brother.
Hey, Jibenga, nice to have you here.
Yeah, thank you, brother. Thanks for the opportunity. Can I speak and ask my question?
Yes, for sure. Please ask the question, Jibenga. We're waiting.
Thank you. Yeah, to the sector protocol. I think I need to appreciate your guide And sincerely speaking, you guys are looking very good, and you guys are very handsome. You're very looking good. I need to appreciate you on the good job done on the website. You actually did a very good job on the website. You've covered almost every part, but I just have some question and clarification on the NFT aspects and the tokenomics. Now, on NFT aspects, with respect to what we're having on your white paper, you are having 3 categories of NFT where users can actually purchase the NFT. Now, this NFT, while purchasing the NFT, staking the NFT, what will be the percentage in reflection why I stake the NFT? And the 3 categories of the NFT, will they be different? I actually need some clarification with respect to that. And I see something like service rate and the package. I would love to know more about that because I see some the charges there actually don't know, maybe the price of the NFT you propose to have or the price we are going to get in return as an investor buying the NFT. And you say buying the NFT, automatically you qualify for a whitelist. That is actually an additional advantage. But what if after launching of the project, what would be the added advantage? What will make your NFT stand out of the all NFT in the crypto space? Why should I invest in your own NFT? What would be some added advantages that other project has been given to investors that you're gonna do something special? I would love to know that. And with respect to your tokenomics, I actually seen your tokenomics. You're having a very special and a very fantabulous tokenomics design, which actually show how bullish the project gonna be, which I'm very great about. But you're having the liquidity. You said the liquidity is going to be locked. The duration is not yet specified there. I would love to know how long would the liquidity be locked, and 60% of the liquidity be added to 60% of the pre-sales will be added to the liquidity. How long will it be locked for users? Because the extent at which liquidity is locked actually determines some viability of some projects, sincerely speaking. That's just a simple truth. I would love to know the 2 clarifications, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for your great question. That was very detailed, and thank you already for the respect you gave for the things you mentioned. Also, I think the NFT line, its advantage will be it will be a solid investment because at first you will of course be able to get them relatively cheap, you know. But as our launchpad gets bigger, as Tino explained, just imagine if like a Pixel or a DXO had such an NFT, what would you pay for them? So they will always go up in value, you know, as our launchpad gets bigger. Beside that, we will make them in specific categories, which will be like common, rare, special, epic, something like that, you know. So we have 4 classes of them, and they will also be stakeable in the future, you know, and have their APYs, which aren't set yet. Of course, the team has to think about that in what way we are going to do that, but it will come before, and those numbers will be announced before we launch the NFTs, you know, or shortly after. So these are some advantages, and we are actually looking into building more use case to the NFTs. So everybody likes NFTs, right? But most of them, they don't have use case. With these NFTs, they will actually have use case. We are currently talking to a few businesses in the outside world, so to say, you know, and they will be next level. Really, I can promise you that they will be something different. Maybe Tino wants to explain a little bit more on that because he's the one who's in direct contact with a few of these companies. So maybe he want to address a little bit further on that just in a bit after I'm done. As in terms for the LP, that will be locked. I think we will lock for a year or maybe a little bit longer than that each time, and this is why I will tell you. The problem is some tokens say we are super safe, we will lock it for 100 years or more years to come, right? And the problem is, if they are on V1, let's say PancakeSwap V1 locked, you cannot migrate that LP to a V2 or a V3 if that comes in the future, or a V4 or a V5, and you will forever stay locked on that version. So this is a problem for a project, because and for an investor. I've been in a project that was locked on V1, and I needed to trade that token on V1. So what happens? Maybe sometimes an investor doesn't mind, because doesn't pay attention. Maybe he's drunk, or maybe he's unexperienced, and he trades it, and he gets way less in V2, because there's just a tiny bit of LP compared to the normal V1 version. And this is where you shoot yourself in the foot as an investor, because you will get way less money back for your tokens that you sell or buy. This is something we want to prevent. But because every day there are new people coming into the space, that aren't educated yet. So we also, it's our job as a team to protect these people as much as we can. So that also means staying on the right versions of, let's say, PancakeSwap, and make it easy to trade. So I hope this answers your question. And if it satisfies you, maybe Tino can add a little bit more about the NFTs itself and the companies that he's talking about.
Yeah, will do. I want to add one more thing to the golden ticket story, so to say. This is not a one-time golden ticket. The NFT will give you a whitelist spot on every pre-sale as long as you are an owner of the NFT. So even if it's 10 years, it doesn't matter. As long as you own an NFT, you will have this whitelist spot. So of course, maybe in the future, like say 6 months from here, we are growing and growing and growing, creating more traffic. We can see a problem that there isn't enough NFTs. So we always have the option to add some more. And we won't sell them all at once, because it's a premium product to our launchpad. And for every investor that can see the value of it, will go nuts on it and pay a lot of money to always be whitelisted on every pre-sale there is. Also, next to the utility, like I said, and Indo already told, all our NFTs aren't the regular, let's say, cheapy, cartoonish way of NFTs. We are in talks with businesses and also individuals that create full-on HD NFTs. So we want to show a real nice NFT. We don't care if you need to pay more for it, because an average NFT line of 2,500 pieces will be around 6 to 7, 8K maybe. And if we rather have to spend 20K, we will do that, because we want to have the nicest NFTs there are. So that's also a focus, because everyone likes utilities, but also everyone likes a nice picture, right? If you buy an NFT, it needs to be nice. Also, well, normally we don't tell this straight away, but we will also launch a second NFT line, and it's already written in the stars. And this NFT line will have some kind of different utility. With that being said, I hope most of you guys know KAWS statues or Funko Pops, but since my screen is shared, I will just search it up for you, so you have more of an idea what we are doing. Let's go KAWS. Most of the people know the KAWS statues, like you can see on the screen, and it's a small statue that is very popular within influencers, YouTubers, etc. This is not the actual footage or something, right? So, but just for the imagination, our second NFT line will be a NFT that's both digital in your wallet, but also not digital as a statue. So like a piece of art. So you will have the utilities because you buy it, and we can give you the golden ticket, of course, with the NFT. But you also, once you mint the NFT, so once you are the first owner of the NFT, you will receive a physical piece that you can put in your house somewhere where you like. And this is also going to be a 3D outstanding model. They won't be cheap. I can really be honest with you guys, because it's cost a lot of money to produce them. But I think this is something really awesome. And we are already have a vision how we can market them. But this will be later on, maybe even end of this year. But we are all very bullish on this one as well, next to our first NFT line with the Willy Wonka golden ticket. So I'm excited, guys. Really, I am. So I hope this will answer your question. So to say, a little bit longer than expected maybe, but yeah, we are always very enthusiastic. So.
Enthusiastic.
Yeah, we found your enthusiasm. You answered its question and beyond.
Honestly, I love your explanation. And actually, I'm happy to ask the question. Sincerely speaking, I'm very, very happy with what you have in your NFT. I must tell you, it's one of its kind. Sincerely speaking, it's very one of its kind. Lastly, I would love others to ask a question with respect to your launchpad, sir. Which I would love to actually ask one or two things about the launchpad, because this launchpad is attached to this NFT, which we actually carry most of the pillars in this project. And sincerely speaking, we have a lot of launchpad in the crypto space these days. They're just coming up all here and there, stuff like that. But I like asking a question with respect to launchpad. Every launchpad will sincerely have a KYC and docs for investors coming to for people that come into their launch place to have a launchpad. But what would be the key strategy where you can use to canvas or convince investors that your launchpad will actually, if not the best, will be one of the best launchpad? I'm just that feature, that special thing that other launchpad doesn't have, that your launchpad will be providing for we the proposed investors, that will make, wow, your launchpad is actually the best. I would just love that thing to, I would love to hear that. Thank you.
We will be everywhere. You will notice us. Put it simple, we are going to be everywhere. That's the main thing.
Yeah, but next to that fact, of course, like you already answered yourself, everyone is going to use a launchpad with KYC and audits, but there is no launchpads with this NFT utility connected to each other. And this is a really, really big one, to be honest, because just think about it yourself. If you now can buy a golden ticket to buy every project whitelisted on like PinkSale or DXSale, well, I would pay like 5 BNB easily for it, to be honest. Because in the end, we are also, all of us are also investors. We are not only a team or a family, we are also in the space to make some money, right? Because we can say it's not, but we are. And like I said, we are investor ourselves. Also, we will, of course, not take tokens from a project, and we only will take X amount or X percentage of the raised BNB. We will have our partnerships big on the front page, so or on the website, so to say. So we will create revenue, of course, with our partnerships. And I had to mention something more. Oh yeah. Our launchpad will be one of a kind because we will use this social media feed also. So it's quite easy if you go to a launchpad. It doesn't have to call a name. If you go to a launchpad, it's always the same, more boring launchpad where you just go to projects, launch projects, or future projects. You scroll through it. That's it. With Sector, you just type in Sector Protocol Launchpad. We don't know the exact website right now because that's in the makes. But you go to the website and you will land on like a Twitter page with all the information you would like to see. You can see updates for products that you are following, etc. So we will create different ways to outstand from others. Of course, we will be on crypto expos to present our launchpad, to connect with the people. And also one thing I would like to mention, like most people in here know, once you join a project's Telegram, you are never allowed to talk about other projects because most of the time you will get instantly banned. We, as a sector, but also as a launchpad, will allow the fact that we will present a new project to you guys, to our community. So we are not banning people because they like to talk about a project that launches within our launchpad. So it's also a way of education because all the projects we'll launch with our launchpad are safe because they did a full process of being doxed, audited, etc. And we can present them proudly to everyone. So the community is also allowed to talk about the projects because of the fact that we will launch them. So it will also bring in another vibe into the community and into the space. Because like I told you guys, and like everyone knows in here, if you now go into a random project, you talk 5 minutes and say, hey guys, what's up with this project? You will get muted or banned instantly. That's not our vision. We are here together. Like I told you before, we are investors ourselves. So that's why. I hope this will give you the answer you would like to hear.
Oh yeah, actually perfectly. Actually the reason why I asked was I actually don't want to be specific, but I've seen a project in this crypto space that actually offer investors an insurance. They partner with some insurance company that for every project that comes to their launchpad and such projects actually rug or something happen with the developers, insurance company gonna take the investors token and they will get them refund. That's actually an innovation. I don't know if you guys are looking up to something like this, or you. I don't know if I'm just bringing. I love that idea actually. A launchpad with an insurance. You understand something like that? I don't know if you guys have something related or something similar or stuff like that. Because it is very, very certain it is a crypto. People coming to your thing, they can be docs, they can be KYC. At the end of the day, if the project developers rugged, you find definitely you're gonna release their information, but you don't expect me to leave my country and be looking for people in other countries because of 5 BNB or 2 BNB, stuff like that. The insurance something actually make a lot of this thing. I actually don't know if you guys are having something like that or something similar. And if not, I don't know if you guys will take that as actually an added advantage. That's where I come in that aspect. Thank you. I'm really bullish about the project. God bless you.
Okay, Jubanga. Jubanga took everyone's questions, and when you answer, you just take everyone else's other questions as well. I love how detailed you guys are with this project, and you definitely know this thing. And considering Muds does not have the best audio, and yet you're still doing wonderfully and answering all of the questions. Oh yeah, I can't imagine how much of an amazing work you guys are doing, but. Unfortunately, I think we're kind of running short on time, and we still see lots of raised hands in the community. But I guess for those people who still wanted to ask questions that are not able to be covered in this AMA, you should be joining Sector Protocols Telegram group, and I'm sure that
yes, sir.
The rest of their team will be more than happy to answer all of your questions.
For sure, we are ready to bang.
It's very transparent. That's something we aim for, So you can always ask almost anything as long as it is in a respectful manner, and not in a fuddy. People know when they are fuddy or not, But we are very transparent, so you can almost ask like anything, with us in the chat, and we will always try to answer it the best way and the most transparent way as possible. So please come and join and ask questions if you have questions. Feel free. feel free to join us always.
Yeah, amazing work. And I think it's just about, sorry for cutting this thing short, but as much as I wanted to hear more about Sector Protocol, I just saw how time passed, and gosh, it's like an hour already. But yeah, I think it's just about time for us to wrap up the AMA. So with that being said, I guess what you can do is, especially for the people who are quite late who missed the first part of the introduction of the project itself, can you give us a brief or short summary on what Sector Protocol is all about and why people should be investing in it?
Are you going to take this one, Indo? Or is it me? I think you are muted, brother. So.
Yeah, he's muted, and he said you. So go ahead, Mr. President.
Okay, well, of course, thanks again for having us over here. Before I do the summary, always feel free to join our Telegram. We always have mods around, team members around from all over the world, because it's not only our Dutch people, but also our CEO, of course, from New Zealand. We have mods from all over the world. And as of next week, we will have, I think, maybe even daily VCs where everyone can just ask anything. So it's not only in call groups or AMA groups. I'm sorry that I'm a talker, so that's why we are running short with time. So to summarize Sector Protocol, and I need to put my cam on because I'm always very happy to do this. To summarize Sector Protocol. If you, as an investor, would like to be secured in the most way we can offer, of course, if you want to invest in a safe haven where we have a community where we can talk about anything, where you can stake your tokens, LP farm your tokens, buy an NFT, go to our NFT marketplace, or whatever you want to do, what we call the one-stop shop. If you want to join in a project where we also think about cleaning the BEC space, but also cleaning the world and Earth with planting trees, and we will move on and continue with that, of course, you are more than welcome to join in. One side note, we already filled our private sale, 2 phases. We did one of 50 BNB and one of 75 BNB. Both are filled without marketing. These investors are all people that truly believe in cleaning up the space, cleaning up the world, and create a safe haven for everybody. May 18th, we have our pre-sale. It's 850 BNB hard cap, so it's a pretty big one. But that's why we have 3 weeks from here to proudly present Sector everywhere. And everyone is more than welcome. Join us. Ask us anything you would like to know. We are there for you guys. Thank you.
An amazing way to end the AMA. Thank you so much, Tino, and the rest of your team for being here in the Phoenix Holdings. I really love what you're doing, especially in leading up both the crypto space and also the world in that aspect. I only hope the best for your project as well. And I can't wait to see the further developments within your project being this early. And sharing it with us. So it's been an honor having you guys here. And with that being said, I guess that's all from us. And again, thank you so much for everything. And if you have any other announcements that you wanted to make, you can also say it now as well if you have any.
Well, we will come back to Phoenix Holdings before our launch of the NFT line and the launchpad to do a follow-up, of course. It's already signed, sealed, and delivered. So everyone's going to see us back over here because we love Phoenix Holdings. Well, at least I love it. So that's why I booked it with you guys. And just come over, win a whitelist spot, win some monies. We will have a lot of live games during the couple upcoming weeks. So it's even if you don't invest in Sector Protocol, just join in, have a great talk with everybody, win some money, win a whitelist spot, have some fun, and I hope we all see you over at our place.
We also love you too, and I'll be looking forward as well when you come back for, in the Phoenix Holdings once you launch your NFT line. And definitely very bullish on this one. So guys, hopefully you'll be also joining Sector Protocol on their Telegram group to see the latest updates.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that being said, thank you everyone for joining us in another exciting, amazing AMA, a special AMA with all of the entire team of Sector Protocol being on camera, and I see some people spamming the chat. Handsome team. Totally agree with that. Okay, so yeah, I guess that being said, thank you so much once again, and that's it from us. Good night, good day to everyone. Goodbye.
And thank you for having us, brother.
Have a great evening, buddy.
Have a good day, man.